Non-stop action.
Tearing New York up.
Heart and soul, baby.
Championship week presented by 7-Up here on ESPN, and it's the championship game in Metro Atlantic Athletic Conference. Tariq Kirksey, the MAAC Player of the Year, leading the Gales into Albany, and the mostly home crowd for those Siena Saints. And hi, everybody. Brian Kenny and Digger Phelps here. Ready for this one?
Hey, we're Hudson Valley guys. You got Albany against New Rochelle. We got to get this thing done tonight. But I want to say this matchup, key matchup. Why? Over the weekend, we saw it happen. The smaller conference thinking if you don't win your conference championship when you're supposed to, hey, you better wake up and win, because Wisconsin and UCLA stole 2 at-larges this weekend, and we're not done yet. So win tonight. Don't look over your shoulder.
5 automatic bids going out tonight, 3 of them here on ESPN, the other 2 over on ESPN2. Right here on ESPN, you've got the Missouri Valley Final at 9 Eastern Time, Creighton and Southwest Missouri State. And then West Coast Conference Final, midnight Eastern, Pepperdine and Gonzaga. Enjoy the first half. We'll see you at the halftime.
ESPN's presentation of Championship Week is presented by 7-Up and your local 7-Up bottler. Make 7-Up yours. And in part by the new 2000 Mercury Sable. Mercury, live life in your own lane.
Tomorrow may be Super Tuesday, but politically all is quiet as you look at the Capitol here in Albany, New York. Inside the Pepsi Center, it's not votes, but the final score that's going to count and send one of these 2 teams, the Iona Gales or the Siena Saints, to the NCAA tournament. They got here, they both struggled, but they both survived. Niagara had a shot at the buzzer from 3 that falls short. Iona a winner thanks to free throws. You look at these 2 teams, they're going to score a lot. They play pressure defense, and we have the MAAC Player of the Year here in Tariq Kirksey.
And a great personality as well. He's got good shooting. He's got the ability to find people. He's the whole package. He understands the game. 19 points a game, over 51%. They look for him outside. He can knock it down with a little nylon, or on occasion a little blow by. And how about the release? He's got a bunch of them. Open floor, handles, the ability to give or finish on his own. A very talented performer.
Averages almost 20 points a game. Meantime, they look at him because there's not a lot of depth for Jeff Rulin's club. Siena will play 8-9 guys about 10-12 minutes at least.
They like to sell programs. Run them all in and out. The families enjoy buying them, see their sons perform. But you can just see by this, they play with confidence. They're willing to shoot threes. He gives them the freedom to shoot threes, and they don't get tired, Carl.
No, they don't. Let's take a look at Coach Paul Hewitt, who took over before the 97-98 season, has had just a tremendous amount of success here. 17-12 in his first year. Got him to the MAAC title game, 25-6, a MAAC champion last year. His lineup looks like this. Marcus Faison, he is the man who does most of the scoring, just about 17 per game. Isaiah Stewart took over for an injured Scott Knapp. He's the point guard. Osinski, Canamesa, and Dave Dieters on the front line. They'll bang, but they also get help. Jason Young, Phil Grant in the backcourt for Jeff Rulin's Gales. Tyree Wilson, we've already talked about Tariq Kirksey. And Ivo Cresta, the 6'9 senior. And Cresta will be spelled by Nakia Miller, who in yesterday's game came up with a MAAC tournament record, 11 blocks. Mr. Intensity on the sideline, Jeff Rulin.
A nice little hairdo, all sticking up, prim and proper. Gets excited.
He was a star for Iona, and of course, as most of you know, went on to great career in the NBA. We're set to tip Siena in the white, the Gales of Iona in the red. It's controlled by Iona.
And Siena, Carl Ravitch goes,
So we're underway. Young will handle both these teams. Will shoot the 3 if it's available. Wilson on the wing, and you see terrific pressure defense from Paul Hewitt's team. That's why they do go so deep.
And they do body up. A lot of post rubs by Iona. Reverse the basketball. I think that was a pass.
Pass and pass.
I think.
Quick turnaround does not go for Kirksey, and quickly pushing the ball now is Iona. The drive, the take. Short off the iron. Off offensive board. Back out to Marcus Faison.
Mesa with a nice rebound.
Turnaround shot. Short again. Good work by Faison as he comes skying in.
Well, they can't afford to give that many opportunities. Jeff Rulin with the coat off already, so he's going to go in and rebound.
There's the pressure defense. They force a turnover. Jeff Rulin calls a timeout, looks for a 20. They're going to give him a full timeout. So, quick start here for Siena. This is by no means a partisan crowd. They are Saints fans. Siena quickly out to a 2-0 lead. Jeff Rulin, he's got some support here, but he also had to sort of settle his club down. You take a look at how they got here. Kirksey, the difference in the game against Ryder. We mentioned Nakia Miller with his 11 blocks and 14 points. He came up with a terrific game. We'll see him soon off the bench.
And that's the reason they're here, his great play. The relentless pressure. Oh, almost a good step in by Mesa.
Grant drives, quick dish on the side. Good hard move by Ivo Cresta.
The first match I said to Paul Ewart, will they attack? He said they like to get up and down. They'll come after us.
They come right back. Stewart handles the ball. Mesa now at the top of the key.
And flex screens, and look at him getting it right to the block.
Turnaround fade, a little long. Rebound Iona, they'll look to push. That's Kirksey with the ball.
Pretty.
Cresta. They got an offensive call.
Ooh. I don't know about that. I don't know if he was established, but you can see Kirksey's ability in the open floor. Not afraid to give it up. And that's a beautiful little give. And, well, there he looks settled. I thought he was in motion live. So I don't have a whistle.
Mesa to get the foul. Some pressure from Iona. They break it. They now have a 3-on-2.
Steps. Everybody handles pretty good for Siena. That's why they were willing to attack. Osinski in the middle on occasion. Mesa. You're talking 6'6", 6'7" guys, Carl.
One of the things you have to look for, too, because of yesterday's intense game and the lack of depth that Iona has, they don't really enjoy this sustained pressure for so long.
And the lack of depth in the second half, you'll notice it a little bit more, particularly up front.
Young with a take.
Good ball movement.
Grant for 3. Back iron.
Pretty good check.
Faison will not be afraid to shoot it. Knocks it down.
Right in your face. Oh, my goodness. He freezes and delivers. Playing with that brace on his knee. No problem with it, but slowed him down the last couple of weeks.
He's got all 5 of their points. Grant right back. Lays it up, lays it in.
Actually heard it against Maris, if I'm not mistaken.
Faison's a 42% shooter from the 3-point line.
Nice run out here.
Easy bucket. Wilson gets there and throws it down.
Oh, you watch Siena tape and you almost look like they don't mind you scoring as long as you keep revving it up. They want that uptick, chuck and duck.
Number 3 scoring team in the nation behind Duke and Texas Christian. They're also the worst team in conference as far as giving points up, about 80 a game.
And here's a problem now. You talked about fatigue. Ivo Cresta gets a little small changer. That's number 2. We had the charge and then that tag.
Can't afford that. Substitutions come in. Dwayne Archibald and Scott Knapp come in for Siena. Mentioned Nakia Miller will get a lot of action. He is now in. Not the type who swats the shots away into the 6th or 7th row. Keeps the ball in play.
The zone on the inbounds. They may stay with a little more of this, particularly with the foul situation.
Archibald gets a lot of minutes, averages 7.5 a game. Knapp was the starting point guard beginning of the season. 3-point shot away, no good. And Siena will retain.
Pretty good offensive rebounding team. They started the game with 2 quickies attacking the 10. And that time get another opportunity to score. Well, he has paid his dues, Paul Ewart. There have been a few places post USC with George Ravling, the Rav, Fordham, Nick McCarchick, and then eventually at Villanova.
Great success in recruiting at Nova. Quick turnaround, skyhook, no good from Dieters. Gale's rebound.
Good give.
Well, Young move, just pivot foot.
Tempting, huh? Trying to make the play.
Iona not afraid to push. All 6 of their points so far have come in transition.
An old friend of mine, Ed Schilling, was his high school coach. Great friend of his.
How Siena got here. Osinski had a great game against Canisius, and then that Niagara game came down to a final shot. Demond Stewart's three-pointer short. And they advance.
He kept the pivot foot. Good job.
Matt can shoot the three. Does there. In and out. Wilson the board. Then no question, Iona's game plan is to run.
And Nat can really drag a defense away. Nice delay play.
Wilson the trailer. And yes, it counts.
How about the slide by? That delay is the most dangerous aspect of a fast break. You think you've got all the numbers. You got people tagged. The delay as Big Jeff out there happy with the pace. Here's the 5th man down and everybody not stepping up. You can just see terrific slide by as Dieters tries to deter.
Wilson really has been outstanding in the MAAC tournament. 17 against Fairfield yesterday. He goes to the line, a 64% free throw shooter.
Well, this league doesn't believe in having 1 and 2 play one another in the championship.
I know.
They've had some great surprises over the years.
Three-point play completed from Wilson. Iona now on a 7-0 run.
For their own sort of pressure, passive, trying to recover.
You see that Iona beating Siena at their own game. Fast break points, 9-zip. Got caught in the air.
And a good close defensively by Kirksey.
America's facing with a turnover. Each team has won a game in the regular season against each other.
All right, fans, it's time to get dizzy with the Tire Center Dizzy Bet Contest.
Welcome back. Iona fast-breaking Siena to a 4-point lead in the first half, just underway. Bill Raftery and Carl Ravitz from the Pepsi Center. Later tonight here, Championship Week presented by 7-Up continues. Creighton takes on Southwest Missouri State. Bit of a surprise to see Creighton there. The West Coast Conference Championship comes your way after Sports Center. Gonzaga against Pepperdine as Championship Week goes into full force here on ESPN.
Well, Carl couldn't ask for a better venue. Outstanding turnout. Of course, Siena adds to that. Iona, pretty sound though. Comfortable thus far.
Grant across the lane, no good. Offensive rebound lost. Siena controls. Siena 2 of 8 from the field so far.
You want to take the quick hitter, you got to get back and identify the shooters.
Faison, who has come out cold, misses another one. Iona, meantime, 4 of 7 from the field. Siena has missed their last 5.
There's the dangerous guys to get down. Passer. Pretty good shooter as well here at half. Let's see if they screen for him.
See a brace on Faison's right knee, playing with a bit of a sprain, though it hasn't bothered him throughout this MAAC tournament.
Stick with the zone after the inbounds. Changes the pace of the game a little bit for Siena.
Another Nat 3 off. Offensive board with the left and a real good, strong move to no avail. Michael Berman.
Talking to Paul Ewing, he just loves his game. He can shoot it. Got a good feel around the rim. You saw him switch hands there. An innate ability is what Paul Ewing said. A young guy, somebody to step in. They have a lot of experience leaving after this year.
You see there, Berman getting almost 20 minutes a game. And, you know, for his style, you certainly need a number of people who can run up and down the floor.
And the big guys all can run and generally can shoot it, whether it's the deep one, Conor Mesa, or the modest one at 15.
Rare miss for this club, one of the better free throw shooting teams in the country. So that free throw did end a 7-0 run. Baseline trapped and a pretty move. Tyree Wilson continues his terrific play. He's got 7 so far in the game.
And Siena puts the pressure on you to get back. Pretty good look. Unfortunately, the wrong hand on the pass.
With good hands, too, from the backside from Nakia Miller to set it free. Grant now runs the other way. Tyree Miller takes the body, throws it up, no good. Siena.
Pretty good not call as well. A little move here, Carl. You better be in shape.
Siena turns it over. Grant looked like he may have gotten away with a walk from the corner. 3, no good. That shot taken by Kirksey. Boardwalk blocked. And we're going to get a foul.
Oh, my goodness. Pretty good offensive rebound. Miller in good shape, but if you shoot soft enough, you get the opportunity to get inside position. Nakia soaring, big-time snatch. And a little grab at the end, detected late. Run by Iona late in the season until really stepped it up. Got a chance to look at a few of their games. And they didn't look like they had the depth after a couple of kids were dismissed during the course of the season. But guys like Miller really established their game.
Jeff said addition by subtraction with some of the guys who have left and what he has left now. Also an exciting recruiting class coming in next year.
He's found a home up there because it was good to him as an undergrad. He went back to school after playing with the Sixers. Got his degree. He's really made sure these kids work hard.
Another turnover converted by Tyree Wilson. He now has 9 points, and turnovers were the difference in the Siena loss to Iona earlier this season. They had 24 of them. In the Iona victory, they had in their loss, they had 29 turnovers. So turnovers played a big role in the first 2 meetings between these two teams.
A little giveaway there. Maybe Kirksey on the baseline. But this is a problem. Easy baskets, and they got to get back and get their defense set. The run out is going to kill them. I mentioned how hard they work both on and off the floor. Unable to turn it up a notch.
And Faison struggling. He takes a seat. So does Michael Berman. Quick shot from the corner. It goes, and that's a big one for Dave Duders. Not known as an outside shooter, but he knocks it down there, and it's 14-8 in favor of the Gales.
Well, if he gets back on his game, had a great beginning of the year. Mellowed a little bit, but he's got a little bit of a stroke. One of the big bodies that can contribute.
One of the problems that Siena faces in not making baskets, they can't get into that full court pressure defense. And Iona's running all over. Young on the baseline. Air ball.
Pretty good use of the floor.
Stewart tries to push, looks for a pick out top, gets it, and from the elbow, no good. Offensive board work continues, and you can see the height advantage they have there. Dave Duders has got 4 now.
And Carl, everybody in the red shirt, maroon shirts, I should say, are under the 10. Nice pass.
Big time block, and we're going to go the other way. I thought Tariq sort of figured he had an easy layup. Meantime, down low, and Mason kicks it back out for 3 hours, and how quick things have changed. Scotty Knapp.
Inside out can be devastating. Everybody turns, and you got to stay home. You can't fall asleep on a Knapp.
Very good. No sleeping on that. Offensive board missed. Wilson, no.
There's no wait for anybody to come down. Just attack the team.
Team of Energizer batteries out there.
Jeff tried to get a little organization, getting people down, but the strip and then the dive, this setup here, I mean, there isn't a maroon shirt on this side of half court. Not the least big concern as Wilson made the deuce, or attempted the deuce.
Sophomore forward out of the Bronx, New York. Wilson's free throw is good.
Did you see, Paul, you were going down and just calming down the crowd a little bit? It was sort of nice sportsmanship. Like cheer, but don't abuse it.
Talk about coaches who are not on the hot seat, but certainly coaches who are hot tickets. And his name certainly comes up in conversations.
Everybody raves about him.
Second free throw.
Success.
No good. So we've seen a couple of runs. First it was Iona, now a 7-1 run. Knapp, good ball fake. That'll be a 3 off the back iron.
Better rip it out of there.
Get the board from Miller.
Nice look. They're unable to convert. Not bad passing though.
Both Kirksey and Faison, the 2 leading scorers for each team, struggling. Knapp's left wide open.
He's shaking his head. If you're going to play zone, you must tag him.
He's got 2 threes and 6. Pressure continues, but Iona does a nice job of breaking it. Young to Tyree Wilson.
Oh, with a second drop.
They put a smile on Jeff Rulin's face. He's got 12 now. I know 17 points.
That'll be a first, though. They smile on Jeff's face, I should say. All business over there.
Three in the corner. Kevin Mesa can't miss. Right now, two teams heating up.
Well, they're really not adjusting to the man in the area.
Young the take. And it's good. Kevin Mesa with the body.
And you can just see the defense not getting back. Young with a nice read. Are you laughing at Jeff?
Take a deep breath.
They are not playing the guy in the area. He's an unhappy guy. But right here, the defense not attentive, and Young very aggressive. I mentioned Ed Schilling before. He's the Wright State coach. And they had one great win, maybe the one that jumps out at you, Michigan State this year. And they have a nice dialogue between them, Jason Young. But he was with the Nets for a while.
Young's free throw good, 20-19. The first two meetings, both teams are in the 90s. We're headed in that direction again. We'll be back.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for the Siena cheer team.
It's a one-point game. Iona up 20-19 over Siena, and the offensive story of the game so far for the Gales has been the sophomore, Tyree Wilson.
At a Rice High, Mo Hicks guy, he's been out in the open floor. He's been able to delay game. He's been able to penetrate, feel, slide by, strong to the tin, and finish. Interestingly enough, the defense you would expect of Siena with traps and steals. Iona doing a little bit of a better job.
But outscored them fast break-wise, thanks to Mr. Wilson, 17-7. Siena has had an advantage with the three-pointers, hitting 4 of 8. Iona's taken only 2.
Tyree Wilson and Tariq Kirksey from Rice High, which is a Christian Brothers school. A little connection there between Iona and Rice. It's a pretty good talent.
Stewart picks up his dribble, finds Faison trying to get himself off. Archibald. That's deep. And Kirksey, maybe a little board work will get him back into the offensive flow. Young looks for Miller down low.
Nice attack. Good trap. Step back. Good save. Whoops. Good read.
Right into the hands of Canabesa, who waits. Here's your trailer. Known for his defense. That doesn't drop. Offensive board work is good. Archibald cleans up the mess that was left by James Clinton. Clinton came in yesterday and shut the door on DeMond Stewart.
Stepped it up. I mean, they just come in and keep coming in waves, and you must get back and help on the glass. They don't mind letting you run out and get an easy one.
They go now into the zone. Challenge Iona to start hitting some outside shots, which they haven't done so far yet.
Well, this may help Iona just get a little patience on the offensive end. Well, so much for that.
Kirksey with a man in his face, misses again.
Well, he's got the free reign, though.
Yep. Two guys we expected to see big numbers, though, so far yet to get off, Faison and Kirksey. And a Mesa. That's good for a three.
Then he's going to end up in his face.
A couple years
looking around.
A couple years ago, was third in the nation in three-point shooting. How about Phil Grant taking it to the timber?
Everybody's very confident. Maybe they feel no one can deter. But just stepping it up consistently defensively is going to ultimately help you win.
Stewart.
Wolford with a little small change.
Now, Billy, 9:33 to go. The MAAC championship game at the Pepsi Arena in Albany, New York. The two teams that, well, you would think on paper would get here, but based on the history of the tournament, you didn't think it would be a 1-2. First time since 1993 we've had the two top seeds play each other.
Just everyone with a nice high-low, but unfortunately a little bit better defense by Kirksey. Nice
Young,
look.
the alley-oop, and a good pass, but it could not be handled by Cresta, who's back into the game.
And a little gamble by Jeff Rule. He's got to play within himself and not foul.
Archibald trying to take it hard, kicks it back to Dieters. Good head fake. Comes up shy. You see Berman battling, but instead, it's Iona coming away with it. Oh, Kirksey hard to the hole, an offensive charge.
Tell you what, maybe a little bit reckless. Hopefully he is okay. Nobody holding back. Full tilt. Well, the great thing about tournament week, a lot of these conferences, only one team is going to go. They leave it all out there. Right. And this is Jeff checking on his player. How about the side eyeballs with the official?
He did not want the offensive call, and he certainly does not need to see his premier player down on the floor.
A very compassionate guy. I thought this one was a good call, too. Just unfortunately, well, I'll tell you what, a little bang-banger again. I'm 0 for 2 out of the game. It looks like he had the angle. We're talking about Jeff. Fortunately, a guy that big is gentle besides.
Yeah.
I think that's what makes him attractive to recruits as well. They're still talking to the official. He knows everything's okay. J.B. Buno out there along with Sam DeRosa.
Now this is what Tariq Kirksey means to this team. You see almost 20 points per game, and this is in the MAAC, and obviously leading his team in most of these categories. And again, the MAAC Player of the Year has had an outstanding tournament.
J.B. Buno there on your left. I had a chance to talk to him. He said, have you ever had a conversation with Lou Gehrig and Babe Ruth? If anybody does, you would have somewhere along here. But that's how long he's been around. An amazing guy. Gus Malk, the old Yankee trainer, taught him. He went to his training school. That's how he got into this business in 1945, right?
Well, Kirksey hit the ground in a very awkward position, no question about it. And again,
well, they may have to take him out, huh?
JB out there to look at him.
They're afraid to move him.
This is what it sounded like as Kirksey went hard to the hole.
Just that turn was enough to. I see the doctors attending to his legs too, just to make sure, getting a little movement.
Well, this is clearly not that you can afford to lose anybody, but this is the one guy that Jeff, despite the fact he hasn't been offensively the force yet, you knew that he was going to be looked on at some point during this game to carry this team. Tyree Wilson has been the difference, but as the Iona team continues to look at Tariq Kirksey, we'll take a break. Welcome back, everyone, to the Pepsi Arena. Siena by 2 over Iona. Clearly the big story is the injury now to Tariq Kirksey, but the best news of all is they've been able to roll him over, and his legs are moving, which is a great sign, Billy.
Well, once you go up like this, I mean, you're just exposed. You can't get your hands down. Saw them get down a little bit to protect the fall, but won the scare, and ultimately, if he's able to get up, whether the decision to play him is strictly going to be up to him, I think, after the doctors take a look at him. You're right. It is a big concern. He knows right away.
Coaches can't vote for their own players for Player of the Year in conference. Paul Hewitt voted for Tariq Kirksey. We've talked about what he means, but clearly Jeff Ruland is looking at this with an eye unlike anyone else in this building. He really likes Kirksey.
As great a player as he is, he's even a better kid. And I think I'll miss him more off the court than actually on, and I think that's saying something.
You talked about the soft side of Jeff Ruland.
He plays with personality, and I think that's what makes him intriguing. He's walking around today with a camera that he's had all year long, taking shots of people, trying to get them into a little dialogue. Going to record it, and again, they're still looking to make. Yeah, they're going to bring out some precautionary measures.
They've brought out a stretcher. And again, we have seen him move his arms and legs, but no question you want to err on the side of caution. So they're going to take Tariq Kirksey away. Well, again, the number 1 and 2 seeds are here, and here's how they got here. Talked about yesterday's game. Siena by 2 over Niagara. And again, they survived a Devon Stewart three-pointer at the buzzer that Paul Hewitt said was right on line. Stewart laid on the arena floor for a while afterwards with tears in his eyes. Iona survived Fairfield, and free throw shooting was the difference down the stretch for the Gales.
They're a very competitive conference this year. Fortunately, living in my area, you get a chance to see a lot of them on occasion. And Jeff out there again just to make sure.
It's the first appearance in the finals for the Gales since 1991. Siena now has been there for 3 straight years, losing in '98 to Iona. winning last year and making it to the NCAA tournament.
All of this is precautionary. I know there'll be concerned students, friends, and family looking on, and you just want to make sure when they bring him back, if they get the reaction they want, will probably be let walk and tested, if not x-rayed.
So to continue to tend to Kirksey, we know what Jeff Ruland, his coach, thinks as Jeff goes back to the bench to try to talk to his team. What Paul Hewitt thinks about Tariq Kirksey, the senior from Iona.
He's one of them guys that he just finds a way. He just wills it in. I mean, all those cliches that you hear about players who are successful and crunch time players, you know, he's got that little shovel hook shot. He's got that quirky three, but somehow when he needs it and when his team needs it, he always finds a way to get the ball in the basket or get that key steal or get that rebound.
And he said to me today when I asked, who does he remind you of? Because you mentioned where Paul Hewitt's been. He's been around some players, certainly at Villanova, had some great. He says nobody. There's nobody who plays the way that Tariq plays. Now the question is for Jeff Ruland and his Gales, where do the points come from? We've seen Dyree Wilson step up, but we know this is not a deep team.
No, not at all. And I think just getting their focus back is the important aspect early. They'll probably play a little smaller at times with Wolford and Young together, which they've done. Everybody happy to see him up, and a little round of applause. This is one of the things that happens in the game that just throws everybody for a loop.
And we'll do our best to get a report on Kirksey as soon as we can. He's taken out. To a standing ovation here. And again, this is Siena's home floor, Bill, and all the fans are on their feet.
Touch of class. It's been a great basketball area for a lot of years. Going back to Danny Kuna. Bill Kirsch did a great job here. Mike Dean, of course. John Griffith now. Paul Hewitt, the man. He's the mayor here.
So they bring Leland Matthews in, who's a junior forward, 6'5", 220 pounds, out of Long Beach, California. Maceo Wofford, a freshman guard, he's in as well. And we try to pick things up now after the Kirksey injury. Stewart with the ball. Knapp, who was very hot prior to the injury, has it on the left wing. Quickly to Osinski, who had it partially blocked. And quickly Iona pushes back the other way. There is no let-up.
Everything but.
Wofford didn't go up hard with it. He came up shy. Pressure from behind. Wofford knocks the ball loose. Scrub on the floor. Back to Stewart. Knapp's open again for three.
They dodged one there. His ability to get free so important. Pull the string here and get some organization.
A few touches for Maceo and Matthews now there into the game. Wofford, one of the better steal guys on their team, getting about 2 a game.
Might be a good time to use Preston just a little bit. Get him in the flow.
And they try. He comes up shy and hangs his head in frustration with a miss. Stewart pushes. Knapp open again. Ball fake. Take. Oh! Good block by Wofford.
That little guy. And Berman with a nice hold off in the lane to open it up for Knapp.
Talked about his quick hands usually when the ball's on the floor, not up that high.
Well, everybody can elevate it anymore. Nice pump fake. You think you got an easy one as Berman holds off. Forget about it. Out of town. That can be embarrassing when the guard's blocking you.
Substitutions around. Archibald now in. Facein back into the game.
Good target in there, Canamesa.
Turnaround from Canamesa, and they get Matthews in a foul.
See, they give it to the guy when he's in position to dominate. They don't waste time. Don't reverse it. Canamesa, as big as he is, puts the hand up, turns, knows how to hold his guy off. Right in here, you can just see his ability to turn the guy. This is a little kiss shot that he was trying to get, but got the little small change on the elbow.
One of the better free throw shooters, not only on his team, but in the country at about 85%. Drops the first one down. Iona shooting 39% for the game. Siena only 35%. Part and parcel due to the offensive style of the two teams.
It's open.
He makes them both. 26-22 now. Siena on top. Mace's got 8.
It's the kind of atmosphere that recruits look at and they enjoy playing. Getting it up and down.
Grant to take, had it taken away. Young thought about it. The tendency on Young is clearly to go to his right. Wilson hard to his left, bodied, gets the shot off.
Well, he's stepping up. He's had a good game with Kirksey and now a presence without him.
14 of Iona's 24. Credit to Diary Wilson. He again had 17 against Fairfield. Facing, kicks back, shot on the way. It is a 3-pointer for Dwayne Archibald.
Not afraid, huh? All of them are confident. Can stroke it from deep, 33%.
Siena's largest lead is 5, 29-24. The update on Tariq Kirksey is he had some temporary numbness in his hip as he landed on it. And not sure if he'll be back, but I think we can take that as good news.
That does sound pretty good.
Top to Kretschke, 3 ball on the way. Long 3 attempt, no good. And there's Phil Grant. Got to stay on that pressure every time the ball is near the floor. You're going to get a hand in the face.
Well, they're going to save a ball. What a great spot to do it, huh? Yeah, they do it. You notice Iona's struggling a little more on offense. I mean, they're taking tougher shots. Siena coming down, getting better looks, better opportunities, and well, you could wait a career and not have that happen.
Soft landing. But you're right, you can see there is no real flow right now.
And mainly without Kirksey, too. He can't make things, or they can't create things as he would. Jeff pulling the string. How about the great coaches here when you think of Pat Kennedy, Jimmy V, Jimmy McDermott, Timmy Wells up in Providence right now.
Wilson takes it hard. Going to get a call outside. No denial either from Isaiah Stewart with the reach-in.
A little nickel-dimer.
That's his second.
And by the way, Joe's Sports Bar in Chicago. Now, I've never been there, so it's not a little pitch. Pat Kennedy and Pat Murphy, 2 Iona guys, are out there watching the game. Patriccioni, the athletic director, said they were checking in. They always like those fried foods, those Irish guys.
You'll be there. Now that you mentioned it, you haven't been there, but you'll be. Crystal lost it down low, regained it. We're going to have a foul. Scott Knapp went up hard to get him, and that was like me trying to go up against him. Detroit against Butler. Championship week continues here on ESPN tomorrow. The Midwestern Collegiate Championship, the Sun Belt Conference Championship will follow. The winner of the Louisiana Lafayette, Louisiana Tech game against Western Kentucky, Southern Alabama. Shot from Presto away. Good. So he's got some range.
They've got some people who can step up. It's just a matter of getting the ball to the right spots. Look at the quick chuck and duck.
Mason would love to see one drop. Misses again. Prestel in the trade in the Czech Republic. Tom Young, that time to his left, fading away and coming up short. Not a good shot.
I'm checking your scouting report out there. Forcing one way, the opposite way diminishes your talent.
Taylor on top quickly, and he has had a good night so far from the outside. Canamason, but that doesn't drop. Young pushes. This is where they're going to have to make up their points. Wilson, he has not missed.
Nice give up, and of course the good rebound started it up by Miller.
Wilson's got 16.
Back to their staple, little man-to-man.
Mason one-on-one move to his left. Great play.
Creative. Okay, both clubs let you expose your talent.
Grant quick 3, no good. Not a lot of offensive rebound. It's going to go in or they're going to miss it.
But the one thing you're doing though is getting back, taking. They got to put a hand up. They really got away with it. Condemnation maybe.
Yep. Second of Canamason. That is the 7th, so we'll be shooting. And that is his second.
How about this one, though? A little shake and bake. Show, expose, bring it back. His ability to elevate and create from outside, too. You can shoot it, you can put it on the floor. What did you tell me in the car up in Boston? One of your favorite announcers, Johnny Mose. What did he call Jeff?
He called him McFilthy. There's McNasty and McFilthy.
I guess Mahorn was the other.
McNasty.
So take your pick, huh? Well, they had that look about to put the fear of the Lord in you.
Jeff Ruland said he's comfortable here. They got an opening now in Detroit to be the head coach. Figure Ruland fit right in there, and he says he's not leaving. He's committed to the Gales. 101 for Preston. He can't get it to drop. Away with it comes Dave Peters. Osinski going hard. Spin move on the baseline.
Did he work on that one? Showed it all.
His first two of the game. Siena beginning to put a little distance between themselves and Iona, and you can see the absence of Kirksey and the effect it's having on the Gales offense. Pretty spin move by Young to Wilson. Wilson now 7 of 10 from the field. They're going the other way. Young with a chippy.
We talked about the freedom in the open floor, the ability to reveal as we make the move baseline, the drop step dictated by good pressure defense, good read. The freedom to get better. And you can see the drills in the shoot around today. All dribble moves, you understand what to do, when to make a particular move. Osinski, pretty sharp.
Michael Berman hits the first. His second point. One thing Paul Hewitt says he's not concerned about late in the game is free throw shooting. His team shoots about 50 or 60 a day, and just about everybody on the team is effective at it. 34-28, Siena's largest lead. Wofford now pushes. One thing we've noticed about Kyrie Wilson, most of his points have come in transition, not a straight-up shooter.
And you mentioned the free throw shooting, 7th in the country at that. Good post pass.
Bodies all over the place. We got a timeout. Siena's going to retain the ball. We'll get our 4-minute television timeout. Siena by 6. Kirksey absence starting to take its toll on Iona. We'll keep it here.
Right now, Siena, Paul Hewitt knowing that he's got to take advantage.
6-point lead. Siena 34-28 over Iona. Siena trying to go back-to-back for the first time since the L train. Lionel Simmons did it. LaSalle back in 89-90.
What do you figure, 3'8", 3'9"?
What is that? Referring to number of...
The grade point average.
I thought it was something else.
Green and yellow without the shirt, sans clothing. Now, Richie Ansell's got a good thing going with the MAAC conference. Very competitive. Nice high-low here. Look at the coverage. Terrific. Miller's played a great defensive game thus far.
Quick push. We're going to have a foul. An attempt by Cresta. He'll take it hard. 78% free throw shooter going to the line, but Iona will obviously push.
Nice job getting down the floor. And you can just see the little hit prematurely, trying to step in there on the defensive end by Stewart. But he plays with a little passion. That's what you enjoy about him. A lot of energy. I think that's what Jeff likes most.
Stewart, he goes to the bench. He's got 3. Knapp comes back in. That's what was interesting. Knapp was going to be the starting point guard, and all of a sudden developed some knee problems. And no real definitive reason as to what went wrong, just some sort of knee pains that put him on the sideline for a few days. And Stewart came in and took his place, so they have no problem bringing Knapp off the bench. Jeff Ruland looking to the 4-point deficit when we come back. Siena 34, Iona 30 as again Siena trying to go back-to-back to the NCAA tournament. It wasn't always this great here. 2 years ago, the Saints made it to the MAAC title game. They got stomped by Iona. Kashif Hamid, John McDonald, and the rest of the Gales rolled them. And then last year, a year older, a year wiser, Osinski and Payson led Siena over St. Pete's and into the NCAA tournament. And that is where they are now back. And you see how this team has really developed under Paul Hewitt. They go deep, but their seniors have really made a difference. That's something that Paul Hewitt relies on a lot. Despite the depth, he knows his seniors are the guy that are going to get him there.
3rd straight year, it's amazing how many teams can say that. Beat St. Peter's, which was a wonderful story last year. A little zone look curtail, but you got to make sure you identify the shooters.
Now moves the ball around. From the wing, way up.
It's okay when you do it at home. They don't rib you quite as much, although there is a little ripple effect there. Karenga. 1-2-2.
Nice job breaking the press. The question is, when you get into the half-court offense, where do they go? Where do they look?
It's been a problem just trying to get different people, and you can see that Jeff's rotating people now, making sure there isn't a foul problem late in the game. He had Young out, Presta out now with the 2 fouls. He's going to be outside at some point because of his own.
Wilson hard. He's got a great ball.
And he also has the ability to slither by and not make contact. Terrific release.
18 of their 32. Wilson clearly has been the story so far for the Gales with the injured Tariq Kirksey. Oh, big block by Miller. Again, 11 yesterday, and that's the type of defense they expect from him. Down low it goes, and a good pass. They found Osinski.
And Wolford, great hustle, but just too much size to give up. This is where Wilson's been tough, the open floor.
Matthews, ball movement to Wofford. They're going to have a call on Osinski.
They're tough, Iona. Considering their mainstay is not out there, finding ways with the dribble. The offenses have been smooth, but on occasion, particularly Wilson, breaking down the D.
Prosper Karangwa goes out. He was the man who shot the air ball 3. Osinski also goes to the bench. Coming up at the half, the 7-Up halftime report. Brian Kane, Digger Phelps, small conference bubble. Championship preview of the NBC, and also talk on Creighton. Came up with perhaps the biggest surprise yesterday. Maybe next to Wisconsin beating Indiana.
That was a shock, too.
That was a shock.
You spent some time with Digger. You look okay. He's got a busy week.
So far for free throws. Can't afford to miss them when you have a difficult time scoring in a half-court offense.
So a little 2-3 look. Good hands.
Stillwood, Wofford again, one of the best in the business at it. Trying to penetrate, does himself. Finger roll, no good. We're going to see Siena now push.
There was nothing there. That's when you got to pull it out and run something.
Baseline jumper, a little bit long. Rebound followed, and a good hard follow by Dave Dieters, but to no avail. Here comes Iona.
Good play by Grant. Pull the plug, run something. Well, you would think Siena could run them out the last 10 minutes, but they have not been able to.
Wilson again penetrating. Looked like he got hit. He's got 20 now.
Great body control to it out. Charging. Well, he's had a great tournament against Fairfield, Ryder, 17-16.
What a performance we're seeing from Tyree Wilson. Canamesa didn't like what he saw, brought it back out. Facing back to Canamesa with a man on him. Launches a 3, and Grant was in his face that time.
And he's got size, though. That's the big thing. You're a deep threat. You've got to come out large. As people say he doesn't get rid of it quick. That was pretty quick, that last trip.
30 seconds, about a 15-second differential shot at halftime. Wilson's going to shoot again. That time partially blocked. Good defense on that. That will give him an assist.
Well, he's doing everything right, or it's turned out right. You're in the right spot.
Kia Miller, 39-37. Siena's getting the ball. They'll look for a last shot.
If they trap any of these.
Quick hands, Wofford on that. Now it's face-on is the man they want with 3. Pressure out top. Archibald throws it up, way up.
And how about Jeff Rowland, a late trap, the funnel.
So Jeff Rowland survives without his number 1 player. Tyree Wilson contributes 20. It's a 2-point game at the half.
ESPN's presentation of Championship Week, presented by 7-Up, is brought to you by Acura. Cars are our passion. Engineering is our art.
Welcome back, everyone. The Pepsi Arena. Halftime, the Siena Saints by 2 over the Iona Gales. The winner of this game goes to the NCAA tournament in a predominantly green color here in the crowd. Update on the Tariq Kirksey injury. He came down hard, had some numbness in his hip. Good news is he was taken for some looks by the medical staff here. Never went to the hospital. There's a chance he actually comes back and plays, which is great news, obviously, for Jeff Rule.
When he fell, it looked like he would not return. They were hoping that nothing more damaging than a little shake-up, but it's been a problem. Well, offensively, they've found somebody, right? Nairi making his way to the 10 for 16 points. Good solid play by Wilson, but Siena able to counter from deep. Face him with one, they kick back out. They have a good feel, and they're confident from deep, and able to knock him down as well.
7 of 17 from the outside for the Siena Saints. They'll inbounds the ball. You take a look at Jeff Ruland. Osinski to inbounds. He gets the ball to Isaiah Stewart, who starts. Jim Canamesa had himself a good first half. He ended up with 11 points. Shot on the way, no good. Board work, cleared by Creston. Young will push. This is all they did. They pushed the ball, and they found that man. Diary Wilson now 22 points. His career high is 24. He's a sophomore. Quick shot to the side, long. Osinski gathers this time, doesn't get it. Run. Miller's got Wilson with him.
Whoops, got him dribbling. A little trouble. Really grabbed his face. But what a look by Young before. Then he got a piece of it. The quick timeout by Paul Hewitt. They are running. And even if it's fumbleitis, it's been effective.
Good start for Iona here in the second half. The first half stats look like this. Field goal percentage-wise, nobody better than Iona in conference, and in tournament they're giving up only 40%, 36 so far for Siena. You see the rebounds clearly dominated by the Saints of Siena. Points in the paint, Iona has owned that. Fast break points, 19-11. 0 of 5 from 3 is Iona.
And how about this diagonal pass that Jason Young, with a nice field, gets 5 assists a game, a little kiss at the end. And they are making up for their missing star right now. Maybe a reason to give a little bit of extra effort.
Fearless going to the hole, no question about it.
Fearless slides by, doesn't charge.
Quick substitution. Stewart on the bench. Knapp now running the point. Canamesa, very effective three-point shooter, as is Knapp. Nice ball inside.
Pretty
rebound.
But you got to go inside to help the three-point shooters, too. Whether they get that kind of play or kick out, it can only help the shooters.
He's got 7, and there is a clear height advantage for Siena. Wilson temporarily lost it, got it back, gets it back to Young. Preston working the baseline with many men in this space. Miller the offensive board, winning out of 5.
A nice little offensive maneuver by Miller, too. He caught that way behind the basket, got himself in a position to dominate. But once again, the post passing and lost start. Jason Young able to get it in deep and punish the bigger, tougher inside Siena people.
Nakia Miller, the line for Gales.
Faison picks up his first. Marcus came in as the leading scorer for Siena. Had himself a rough shooting first half. 3 of 6 for 7 points. First free throw, Miller is good. Pretty good numbers, 7 points, 7 rebounds, and a block. Not the triple-double he had yesterday, but pretty impressive.
Good cut by Canamesa.
3 comes up short. You can see again the height advantage Siena has. A mock drops, good shot from Faison on the baseline, and they're in trouble.
Too many opportunities. If they could button it up here, even the post defense a little soft. Guys cutting, presenting themselves.
Move to the baseline by Miller.
Well, Berman gave an easy post position. You got to fight down there, keep it into the lane.
Placing the push, good block from behind. And it's going to be Iona ball. Quick hands. Phil Grant. This is the type of game where you anticipated.
Phil, I thought he got away with there, but you notice Paul, he just keeps coaching. He doesn't get involved with the officials or the ball.
Pressure wanted it out top. Young says, no, I think you belong down low. Wilson trying to go base. Good defense by Knapp to cut it off.
They're going to run a UCLA cut there.
Presta got caught in the air and used the window.
A little baby kiss. With impact.
He's got
Iona leads at 47-43.
And a Mesa fake, strides, good dump off. Miller's tying up.
That's the jump ball.
They get possession.
Possession Gale.
Oh. Got a catch and finish.
Almost looked like Canamesa had a lane himself to shoot that.
Yeah, it was a little too close to make the pass.
Full court pressure from Siena. One thing Iona had no problem breaking. Wilson acrobatic, no call, rebound good. And Presta, as Burton got taken down to the ground.
I'll tell you, Wilson, that ability to get by defenders. Nice hit here by him.
His 8th block of the game.
That's incredible, isn't it?
Young gets blocked by Canamesa, retains possession.
And good poise here.
Wilson, good kick out to Grant, goes hard to the hole and up and in. We're going to have basketball foul.
I'd say they do a wonderful job of driving at a guy and sliding. And you mentioned the number 8 blocks by Miller. I mean, so destructive. You think he got that lane to the goal, the big fella presents it, and what they do beautifully is catch and go the other way. But watch the ability here, Carl. They don't take the hit. They get themselves in position to slide by and ring the bell, or at least bring the defender to the rim and let somebody else clean up.
An 8-0 run.
Bill Grant, the line for the Gales. Grant will be shooting 1.
You talked about free throws, very important, and also making goals the other way for Siena. I mean, they've got to score and get some excitement in their game.
7 of 11. Can't do that against this club. Oh, nasty pick out top by Berman. That set up the free throw. And drops him. Can I say a Stewart? And yeah.
Young is out or down at least.
Jason Young ran into a wall. He's looking around to see what it was he actually hit.
Well, what he's looking for is his teammates saying, would you let me know? Goodness. You got to get up and play so that he can go this way. As you can just see defensively, none of the big guys got themselves out on the floor to assist. Jason counting the chicklets right now. Do I have them all? A little bit of a surprise. A little bit of button up with those high picks.
Grant trying to go one-on-one.
Tough look here. Too long, guys.
Too many hands down low. The other way we go. Arch balls. Good hustle. Out of bounds. Kaczynski went hard.
The quick jack. Oh.
Iona's got him rattled a little bit here.
Yeah, they sure do. And that's why Jeff's a little upset on the post entry pass. You got Paul Hewitt's guys back on their heels. Don't create a turnover.
Young, the senior guard, doing a nice job. Again, Tariq Kirksey, their leading scorer, out with an injury.
All over the good hold-off. Nice fight by Buren. Inside screen. Look at Presta. He loves to level people. From the rear.
Got it inside to Miller. Give the foul to James Clinton.
James, inside defense is faulty right now. Now they're able to screen, set, duck in, and get the basketball inside against Paul Hewitt's guys.
Miller on the line for the Gales.
I feel like Iona's running their offense a little bit better this half.
Yeah.
Logical, taking a little bit of a power game.
10.7 boards. We had given Miller the 8 blocks. Those are the rebounds that he had. He has 3 blocks now in the game. He'll get 8 by the end.
Yeah, well, okay. An impact player. He's had at least 8 changes. Let's put it that way.
Second free throw is good. Long promise they see in that young player. And Hugh Miller, the junior shade from Stratford, Connecticut. We'll be back.
All right, fans, it's time for Search and Win.
Brian Kenny here in the ESPN studio. Jason Stewart, Miami of Ohio. The MAAC semi taking on Marshall. Stewart, how about this? 10 for 12 from 3. He's got 30 of the 52 points, and it's 52-37. Carl?
surprise. Miami of Ohio struggled this year, obviously without Wally Zerback there. But make a little run here in the tournament. Back here, the winner advances to the NCAA tournament, the MAAC championship game, and what a great start for Iona in the second half. 8 is their largest lead. Stewart back in the game. MAAC took 7 threes in the first half.
A little different look now. They're really challenging him, not letting him get that good opportunity. A little small change by Grant. Tagging. You get the feeling if Siena doesn't guard in the half court, they're in trouble. Yeah. Too many entries in the low box area. You can dominate. You get it in the open floor.
A very calm demeanor. Paul Hewitt's philosophy is if these guys are going to come to practice, I'm going to play them. See Clinton now back on the bench. He rotates in and out. Some would argue tough to get a flow that way, but it's worked so far for him.
Well, Dean Smith did it for a long time, and they certainly got enough flows in the course of a game. I think if players understand who they're going in for and at what point, good keep eye, got the walk finally. But he kept the pivot foot still. Osinski pretty good at that. But to finish the thought, Kansas is another team. If you know who you're going in for and the amount of time, you know who's going to get more of the minutes. It's extremely effective.
11 turnovers for Siena. Grant on the baseline, it goes. Largest lead of the game is now 10 for Iona.
A lot of confidence, Carl. Playing within themselves. Yeah, they slide behind. Young doesn't want to get whacked once more.
Stewart back out top. Catamesa, the three-point shooter. And you're right, their defense has totally been extended. Quick shot from Catamesa, comes up short. He was falling away from the basket. Rebound though, Burnham back out to Knapp. He's going to fire. Off.
And making him rush just a little bit. Getting those offensive rebounds so important though for Siena.
Osinski is the leading rebounder on Siena. He also gets about 14 points a game. He is a little frustrated. Unable to get on track offensively.
He's enjoying his profession. You wouldn't know it by looking at him. But he always got his guys doing closing out quicker and challenging the jumper. So even if they get the release, look at his hands.
You can see Cresta get a punt. Looks at Jeff Brewer and gives him a hand.
A little toughness. And right here, it's up for grabs. Young has been very alert, particularly this half, whether it's making passes or coming up with loose change.
Starting to see Siena try to turn the screws a little bit on defense here.
Once again, they go inside. What a good look, huh?
Outscored 20-6 in the second half.
All post passing.
Good move by Osinski, partially blocked. Good crash of the boards by Burnham. And they get a quick timeout.
Paul Ewart doesn't want this one to slip away at 10. It's the quick huddle to get his guys organized. If Iona can check out and do a job on the glass, they could get off and run away with this thing.
Siena 0 for 5 with threes in the second half, but Miller has been a force inside, though.
And just that time, Young has everybody in the right spot. No defense can come down and help. Everybody's lifted. And just here, the little turn in. Weak side, tardy because of the lift and deployment. Well executed.
Talk about the difference, though, in just Young's ability to see the right pass to make. Looked like in the first half there was some confusion out there. He contributed largely to this differential. 38-16 points in paint for Iona.
And maybe some of that is due to the emotion, too. Sometimes you guys are trying to charge up. You're running into a passing lane.
Young's a senior guard out of Logansport, Indiana. He handles.
Oops. But that one got through.
Grant the take, the fade, you got a foul.
Take your pick here, whether it's Catamesa, and they give him with the grab. But that's what they do, I think, extraordinarily well. Slide by and convert the shot generally.
Catamesa's third. Go referee Carl Ravitch at the Pepsi Arena in Albany, New York. For the MAAC championship game. Last 8 years, there's been 8 different champions. That will change tonight. Siena, the defending champion. Iona, the winner in 1998 when they beat Siena.
Mostly the half-court defense by Iona. So You're going to have to pound it in, and if you're going to get threes, you're going to have to be moving the space, presenting the passing lane.
Well, Tariq Kirksey had a quick look at him back on the Iona bench, sitting gingerly, but boy, it's great to see him back.
Right here now, Cresta with number 3. They go inside. And it's got to be an emotional lift. JB Buno down there to check on him.
The Conference Player of the Year has had a great MAAC tournament, and what a lift it would be if he could get his team to help him get to the NCAA tournament.
Well, he looks alert, too. One of the assistant SIDs came over. Nice penetration here by Faison. They need a lift. Got to step it up. They don't get back. Not a good look.
Loose ball, battled for. Furman gets the rebound, and Faison's going to go the other way. 2 on 3. Furman. Facing the rebound, we'll keep it in.
Look at they get right out on the shot, too. Good play by Grant.
Crowd trying to give Siena a little bit of a lift here. Again, 25-2 in the last 27 at home. Quick hands again. Boy, Billy.
Doubling up on the post. He ended up relying on the ball on the baseline.
Wofford came in the first half, made a difference with his hands. He's doing it again here, and Siena's turned it over 14 times.
But it's a different look, and of course they can play together too as this thing goes down the end. 2 heads at the point.
Brent forgot something on his way to the hole. It's picked up by Siena.
And once again, though, Iona back and in position. Look at this block. How about that one?
Linwood, Matthews, and Maceo Wofford. You see why they're #1 in field goal percentage defense. There is no shot that goes uncontested.
Osinski gets the foul, but this one's a finger breaker. You don't get it out of your hand. My ring finger is decimated. They get out of town, and there, the small change, the temptation. Corey giving it up.
And the block with the left, which you don't see, but great shot blockers will tell you. Block with your left a lot.
Thomas up at Syracuse, one of the premier ones. Etan.
Syracuse in the Big East tournament set to get underway at Madison Square Garden. I know you're going to head over there.
Later in the week, you'll see. It's 2 of your buddies, right?
Yes, sir. Mike Tirico will be handling it.
Showman, of course.
Yeah.
Maybe one more. Good play defensively. They're helping out on the post. Got to make better decisions.
Dieters wanted it down low. Archibald didn't see it. Knapp thought about a 3, almost drew a foul. Penetrates. Good pass down low. Oh, no call.
And the foul team may have gotten the rim, which checked the ball in.
Wilson showed up. Grant's open. Jump shot. Off the iron. Siena's shooting 32% for the game.
Believe it or not, Siena's just got to pick it up. Get a little juice in the building and in their attack. A little down screen for Knapp. Quick dish. Great screen, and Iona laughs. We talked about fatigue early. Maybe that set an example.
The Scott Knapp 3. He's got 9. It's now a 6-point lead for Iona. Under 12 to go. As you take a look at the good form on the 3.
Carl, it's America's play. They down screen, the pop out, and Knapp able to get a little nylon. And just lackadaisical on deep and a little bada bing as well. And this is just not attacking the shooter properly, not sliding through the screen. And that may get them going a little bit.
We talked about the winner of this getting to the NCAA tournaments. The Big East tournament comes up your way. Wednesday starts off with the Eagles of Boston College against the Connecticut Huskies, Providence and Seton Hall, Pittsburgh and Villanova. Some would argue Villanova makes a couple of stands in the Big East tournament. Will lock themselves into the NCAA tournament. Notre Dame, another team that needs to, I think, make a little statement in the tournament.
Yeah, I agree. A big game for them. I think it's when they got to get their footing and get started. Beat the pressure and pull the string. Good play by Young.
All right, Iona by 6. 11.5 to go. The MAAC championship game from the Pepsi Arena here.
It's awfully tough going into those tournaments saying, I got to win 2 to get into the NCAA.
Yeah, especially
Yep. A little 1-3-1 look. It'll force him to shoot deep. Might get some rebounding weak side.
Wofford wanted the ball. Able to gather. 5 on the shot clock. Young throws it up. Off the iron. Big time board. Brought down by Calamesa.
Well, he is deceiving.
Young came right out on him. Now still penetrates. Out the window and well short.
Presto with a big lead and rebound.
Young penetrates with the left, maybe partially blocked. Rebound good by Matthews, though.
What they do is drag people with them when they get to the rim. Very important aspect of penetration. Use it.
A good pass. Larry Wilson lost it, but again, Matthews comes up with a loose ball. We're going to have a foul. Looks like it's going to go. Yes. And Isaiah Stewart for it, right? He's going to be coming out.
That was a wild sequence, wasn't it? Somebody could have come up with a clean, would have had a deuce.
Berman and Fasons will come in now. Siena needs to make a little charge. They're down 8. Iona's lead is 8. They're doing it without Tariq Kirksey, the MAAC Player of the Year, hurt himself. He's 0 for 5 when he left the game. He's back on the bench. Doesn't look like he's going to play. Siena took care of Niagara to get into the championship game. Iona over Fairfield. Both those games were tough tests, and Iona showing that even without the depth, you know, they can run and they can obviously have the stamina to stay in the game so far.
And a nice adjustment by Jeff Rule going inside. Now it's up to Siena, almost a steal on the inbounds, to guard the very close to the basket and having major problems.
Set play though, and Grant converts. Lead back to 10.
Back screen for the lob.
And get a push down low.
Matthews with the little discard. Incidentally, the officials, Artie McDonald, Rich DeMeo, and Michael Kitts, nice job. I mean, they've just done an efficient job out there.
You take a look at the field goal percentage. Iona in the second half, 63%, and Siena has had a real hard time, more so from the outside, but just anywhere, getting the ball in. Kenemace's height advantage pays off, and he lays it up and in.
Bad gamble. Got to play within yourself. Let him catch it and guard him. Don't be over-aggressive. Matthews out in the closeout. Leland, stay on the floor.
Kenemace has got 13. Miller trying to get position down low. He's banging hard bodies, and everywhere he goes, there's a white jersey.
Nice ball fake. Unfortunately, he didn't protect it enough, but facing around.
Good hands by Marcus. Arch ball penetrating.
Anticipated that, I think, don't you?
Anytime a player takes a big swipe at it like that, the tendency is for the official to say, wait, he had a swipe at it. There must be some contact. Looked like all ball to me.
It looks worse when he winds up. But Archbold with the foul problem still on the floor. They can't get in a rhythm. Do you notice that, Carl?
Yep.
Did it go a little bit, back off. Not the consistency we're used to, accustomed to.
78% free throw shooter gets the first. Archibald, a 6'6" sophomore out of Brooklyn, New York. Interesting, too, because we saw Wilson dominate the first half offensively for Iona. In this half, it's kind of been the Young and the Miller show. And Crest has gotten involved. It hasn't been just one person.
No, they have a variety of guys down in the box where they converted or kicked it back or penetrated. It's been favorable.
Archibald converts. The lead is now 6. And Dyer stepped out of bounds.
A little too deep. And you notice they're giving him the jumper, too. They said, if you're going to beat us, take that jump shot. Adjustments. Pretty good defensively.
Quickly back the other way. Down on the floor on face-on, and Matt got the 3 that went in there. Swing over to Young. He's got to take a 3 with that, but his face comes up short. Quickly up and down style would favor, without Kirksey, Siena.
Stay on the
Mesa.
Stay on the floor. He's too good. He's a smart player.
He's got 15 now.
Played for John Miller in high school. Son Sean and Archie. Sean at Pitt. Archie at Carolina State. He's been well schooled.
Lead is 4. Young's going to take another 3. This time he finds the bottom of the net. Big 3.
And how about that? He makes that after Jeff Rule gave the side eyeballs at the big string. Most people will be intimidated. Not Jason. How's that one, Coach? And near the drift, and this is what they've done well. Nice ball fake as the defense reverses. They have gotten themselves into a good groove, and defensively, you go airborne. Say goodnight. Black Hawk High School. You know who else went there? You read that book.
Tell me.
Willie Joe. Willie Namath.
Joe Willie. Championship week presented by 7-Up continues. Robert Morris against Central Connecticut. The NEC Championship tonight, 9:30 Eastern Time on ESPN2. 5 teams have gotten into the NCAA tournament. 5 more to be decided between now and 2 a.m.
How about Howie Dickman's job up? And so you see that firsthand back at the workshop.
He left the Huskies of UConn, has done a great job.
Sure has.
Central Connecticut.
Did a great job for Jimmy Calhoun as well.
Sir. Dale Taylor getting some time now for Paul Hewitt.
My goodness, you put him in the game. You don't want to get a foul. You don't even get a shot. Easy down. A little bit of a physical presence. Puts Iona on the free throw line.
7th foul with 8.5 to go. You need to see Paul Hewitt panic right away and say, well, we gotta get Taylor right out of the game.
And a substitution, number 15, Michael Berman, back in the
That's some
lineup.
go. You're right. That's a good point. That's how you build confidence.
Nakia Miller, line for Yale.
That's a well-deserved blow. He understands the game.
Miller gets the friendly roll. 6 of 7 from the line. Now 14 points on the game. The future looks real bright for Iona.
But they really do. And you mentioned their good recruiting class. We're anticipating great things. I think it started when Timmy Walsh hired Jeff Rowland as an assistant. Learned a lot from him. Last year, I think a baptism of fire. And now, like a lot of guys who've played, a good feel of what should be done.
Point guard Johnson, the transfer from Rutgers, is ineligible this year, but will play next year. He's got 1 year left, and that should certainly help. But that has helped this team, having his experience around.
Touch inside. Well, good penetration here, and look at the swipe.
Hands by him.
You sometimes have to manufacture post offense, and Siena is capable of that. But if they can get it in there, you space out, find the spot, and make those threes.
It's like the word from Iona is that Tariq Kirksey is in, and he has returned. Jumping around out there. Number 15 is back in the line. It's Darby Wilson, but Tariq Kirksey is supposed to return. Grant gets the ball. A note just handed to us from the Iona club.
And he's sitting at the top of the bench up by Jeff Rowland, so I got to squeeze it a little too low maybe that time.
Oh, Wilson with a trick.
Good sportsmanship, too.
You take a look, see?
You got to get the coach's attention, right? Be right there. You think you can play, go.
Let me go, coach. And Jeff gave him the wave. So, yes, in fact, Tariq Kirksey will return, the MAAC Player of the Year, when we return. Iona up 7 at Siena.
You know what's amazing about kids? I didn't see him stretch or anything.
What a sight. Tariq Kirksey back on the floor. And in the first half, Billy, you never would have expected to see him return.
Just a pleasure that he's healthy and ready to go. And I'm sure they've taken every precaution, and as we both felt when he went down, you're just hoping for the best, and here he is.
Went down hard, was carried off on a stretcher, had some numbness in his hip, but never left the Pepsi Arena, and obviously the fans of Tariq Kirksey happy to have him back and chronicled how effective he's been through the MAAC tournament. There's Jeff Rowland. That's a smile from Jeff right there.
He must have gas. A little turnover here. Got to squeeze the ball. Corey Osinski not able to possess it, and they're going to jump ball out of it. Possession, Siena. But you have to commend Jeff's guys to play so well without Kirksey. To have a 7-point lead late in the game.
Possession arrow goes to Siena. Faceon tried to go down, get a timeout, but he was tied up. Let's see what it does to the offense. It's only a 2-point game when he left. They're up 7 now.
Playing within himself is important here. Don't force it. Get a little feel of the game. Nice high-low here. Good coverage by Milton. He has played terrific.
fingertips of Canamesa, and they try to increase their lead to 9, maybe 10. Down low they go. Ooh.
He took the hit right away.
Is that playing within yourself?
Well, it's get into flow, right? 2 trips down the floor. The post up, but this has been the dilemma. The ability to get yourself in position and beg. And initially, here's the foul right here. And of course, he's just thrown it up, hoping for 3. A little hippity hop at the end of this, the little seal. And as Paul Hewitt mentioned, he just gets it done.
First shot of the game, Billy. That was the little sky hook we saw. Remember, he said, was that a pass? And he was prepared to do it again. And I think that's what Paul Hewitt was talking about when he said there is no other player like him.
Can't compare him to anybody. 51% as well. Inside around.
Kirksey's free throw goes. 78% free throw shooter. That's his first point of the night. And who would have thought that they'd be up 8 when he had 1 point with 7 minutes to go here in the MAAC championship game.
Look at the little pinch on the dribble. They get, I don't know if it's, they're going to get Diary Wilson. And dive down, a little screen down.
16 fouls, so they're not shooting. Iona will be shooting every possession here on in, and you see Paul Hewitt's calm demeanor. Having trouble getting it in. Brainard's balls. Stewart.
Gotta be patient and space a little better. Everybody was jammed up.
Lisinski a little out of control the last time he touched it.
Good ball reversal, but nothing on the box. You didn't like that one, Carl.
I thought Wilson had gotten it. It looked as if he had a shoulder load, but instead, Larry Wilson picks up 2 quickies here. That's his 3rd.
Bad defensive maneuver either. Waiting for them to get a little run going with a steal. Iona is able to defuse, get it over the timeline, jam it on them.
Archibald shoots the 1-on-1. Tough to get into a rhythm. We have seen a lot of fouls in this game.
Very much so. A lot of small change going on. And the best sight of all, I think, for anybody who likes basketball is to Kirksey back. Tariq healthy. I'm sure even the Siena fans are giving a beautiful round of applause. Happy that he's healthy.
2 free throws good. It's a 6-point ball game. Quickly, Iona trying to push. And they haven't been able to get off on the break like they did in the first half. And one of the reasons you know that is Diary Wilson has an attitude. His gaudy total.
See little inside screens, a little power game. Gets Kirksey. Nice discard by Lisinski. The hold off. That's where the game is won. Make them guard in there.
10 on the shot clock. Wilson penetrates. Well, that's going to be off Lisinski. It'll be Iona ball with 7. Trying to force the ball to either Miller or Wilson. And certainly Kirksey down low. That's not easy.
You have to panic here.
Good block, good help from Faison. We're going to go the other way.
Sure was. And look at Iona back there. Everybody in position.
Archibald left wing, right in front of his coach.
This has got to be a good shot. Get yourself back in it.
He
did that.
No question. It's Young's 3rd, team's 8th. Jeff doesn't agree with it.
He doesn't agree at all. But you could see the hand from our vantage point. Watch this right over the shooting hand. I mean, no question about it. Feel it.
Stewart's first trip to the line, he misses. It's an 85% free throw shooter, so that's a bit of a surprise.
Miller looks hurt going out himself. He was holding his back. There's a little sympathy from Jeff.
Kind of impressive. He kept Miller and Cresta on the court at the same time with Kirksey in there. Throw to the front line. Began this season with the reputation of having one of the best in conference. Cresta from the outside. Good.
Nice job, too.
Jeff wanted 3.
Wilson moved in. The kickback pass, pretty solid.
Lead back up to 8.
Iona is forcing Siena to really take some time offensively. Pretty good release.
Good jump step. Archibald gets it with his left to go. Archibald's got 13. Picking up the face-on, his scoring is off.
Iona's always had an answer at 6. Been very consistent. It's got a 1-4 look here. Here's the shuffle cut. Pick and roll.
Wilson to the hole. Out the window. He's got 26.
I love you. How about that one? 8 kicks to remember.
There's your answer at 6, Billy. It's back up to 8 now.
Got a counter right now.
Archibald wants the ball down low.
See if Faison can get himself in position.
Lisinski hard with the left. Good shot high off the window as he took Preston to the hole.
Great take advantage bounce. He looks a little winded too. There goes zone. 2-3. With the pressure on the outside people, negate the inside game. Preston flashing.
Wilson got bumped, still put it up. Oh my word, he's got a huge smile on his face.
Oh my goodness, there is a guy. He is responding.
4 more than his career high. He's got 28 now, and Iona rising to the charge. 74-66.
Well, this one was fortuitous. Kiss me once. And now, that one goes, everything else will. The lead in takes the hit. Pretty tough and strong to counter with that one. And the body English to boot. He has been on a tear. First half, quiet of late, but now stepping up when they needed it most.
Talk about his playing for Rice High School along with Kirksey. And there's a lot of freelance in that. You come from New York City, you got to know how to score. You got to be able to score in a lot of different positions.
Well, if you can't chat.
Championship week, of course, here on ESPN, presented by 7-Up, the Mid-Continent Conference Championship tomorrow at 9:30 Eastern Time. Valparaiso's got to beat Oral Roberts. Valpo going for their 6th straight appearance in the NCAA tournament tomorrow at 9:30 Eastern Time as championship week continues on ESPN.
I saw Bryce Drew this week and saying his father seems to be playing pretty well of late. They had struggled early in the season. The Miracle Man.
Great memories produced this time of year.
Nice curl by Faison. He's got good feet to get free.
Dieter's down low. Looked like he got hit in the arm. No ball. They're going to push on Faison.
Yep. Things that they're forcing and stretching a little bit. Very uncomfortable position they're in. They can't get on track.
It's a calm team with a calm coach, but you can start to see some concern in the faces of the Saints of Siena.
And they got a good look that time, ran a nice little continuity offense to get Dieter 10-footer. You just hope that either you get to the foul line and make the shot. 78% free throw shooter. Like a lot of kids from Europe. Good touch, good distance. And he's making a nice living when he goes back. Look at him.
I mentioned the pregame, we looked and saw Siena sort of as a loose group. Now it appears as if this Iona club is real loose. And you're starting to see the rolls kind of go their way, the bounces go their way.
3 minutes and 54
They're only 3 minutes and 54 seconds away from punching their ticket to the dance. And they're dancing already.
ESPN's presentation of Championship Week is presented by 7-Up and your local 7-Up bottler. Make 7-Up yours. And in part by the Sonics.
A 10-point lead for Iona out of New Rochelle, New York. And they don't have the majority of fans here, but certainly they have some loud ones. You see who's in the dance: Sanford, Winthrop, Penn, Appalachian State, and Southeast Missouri out of the Ohio Valley. One of these two teams will go as well. Siena went last year. Iona in 98. Playing very, very tough man-to-man defense. In your face. No easy shots. Faison has his contested. He got fouled. But you see, there's not an easy shot being taken by Siena.
Mark is very active without the basketball, though, Carl. He's got that ability to turn and present himself on a nice curl. It's a dilemma. You see him come right around into the lane here. So he sheds his man. Now you get the switch. He's able to gather a couple of people towards him and end up on the free throw line. So even though it was a force, not a real good reaction initially on the denial. He got to slide through and pick up the guy before he turns it to him.
It's Diary Wilson's 4th foul, and he's going to take a rest.
Now, I was watching both ADs during the timeout for Siena, John D'Argenio and Rich Patriccioni, an old friend of mine. They go as wild as the coaches. Because Richie said, you watch me as Dad George home, dying with each play. So it's not easy on those closest to the teams.
Mason second, no good. 76-67 now with the leading scorer tonight on the bench. Look for Kirksey Miller to get most of the offensive looks.
And look at this dunking by Kirksey. Big stop for Siena right now. Mason taking Kirksey.
Pop out from Grant, tries to penetrate. Cresta, good pass, free throw line extended. Miller, no good. Clinton, the rebound. Kirksey got a hand on it. Siena retains. They need something here.
Yeah, they sure do. Back screen by Siena. And Iona's doing a great job forcing clock here defensively.
Facing hard. Bottom by Cresta. He goes down high. Clinton gets the offensive rebound and the putback.
And they called their last, if I'm not mistaken, Siena.
I believe they're out of timeouts now, Siena. 2:46 left to go. Paul Hewitt talks to his team. We take a look at Faison's drive, and Cresta went straight up. Could have been called a foul.
It could be. You love Marcus stepping up, taking over a little bit. But what he does, he drags people here, opens up an opportunity to rebound, wisely getting himself in terrific position there. It's one of those, you don't want to lose the game now. So he's going to get the timeout, get himself organized. But with 2:46 left, I mean, they've got to do everything on the run.
Iona 76-69. They have 2 timeouts left. Both teams 1 away from the double bonus of shooting 2. Iona has struggled a little bit from the line.
Clinton stays in after that goal line of full court pressure. He's big on the basketball. Trying to get their crowd into it.
They're doing that now. The entire Siena bench is up, and you can see them trying to inspire the crowd here. 2:46 to go in the MAAC championship game. Bill Raftery and Carl Ravitch courtside the Pepsi Arena. Trying to touch it now.
Ball right in front of the bench too.
Isaiah Stewart's hand caused it.
Yeah, just great reaction, plus the vision taken away by the big guy in the basketball. James Clinton doing his job.
Osinski comes in, Clinton comes out.
Little offense for D.
Jeff Ruland brings Diary Wilson back into the game. Cresta sits down. 7-point game.
Faison looking to do some damage. Pretty good harassing, huh?
Canamace's been quiet in the second half. Backs his way in, gets Kirksey up. They're going to get a foul on Kirksey.
Well, he knows body-wise, if he can just maintain contact, he can switch and move the derriere. And drop step to the middle, then he turns baseline. Just good understanding to step through here. He just wanted to get to the line as quickly as possible.
11 points in the first half, only 4 in the second, 15 for the game. Free throw in and out. Canamace's one of the best in the country at 84%.
Unerring, generally. He's how they would get it consistently going.
Trying to cut it to 6.
Conversely, they're trying to move that cut as quickly as possible. Once again, harassing. And the steal. And if we're on
Kirksey's got it. Back pass. Canamace picked up.
Oh my goodness, they never looked at the backcourt.
Archibald. Rebound. Canamace. Iona's going to break. They got a 4-on-2. Cut to the hole. They're going to have a foul. Mesa picks it up. It's Grant Campbell running.
Now, this is to their advantage, believe it or not. I mean, they don't get the call, but they want to get this thing haphazard. A little scatter. Frazzle Iona. Step up the tempo. But it happened to Mesa. He caught the ball, and as he started forward, his foot went over the back. And all the officials were looking forward.
First free throw, no good. Here's that play, Bill.
Yeah, it's one of the, as much as he steps down. See there? That heel over the line, and everybody looking to go the other way. But that's what happens when you press. A lot of good things go in your favor.
Grant, 1 of 4 from the free throw strike. Makes it and sort of settles things a little bit. 5-point deficit for Paul Hewitt's club. Can Mesa's come alive? Saw his face on here late.
Mason has his guy trailing him.
That's Marcus with the ball. Arch ball posting down low. Looking for some lane. Throws it up with the lefty. Oh, that was halfway down.
How does that not go down?
Good Carson in the ball.
Wow.
Halfway down. A minute 40 to go here. Then we'll get you right out to the Missouri Valley Championship. Creighton taking on Southwest Missouri State. That's next year on ESPN. His championship week continues. Jeff Boone had a lot of success as a player at Iona. He understands what it's like to be in a situation like this.
Sure does. They had some big wins when Jimmy B was there. Nice double screen to get the open look.
Mesa for 3. Off the iron.
Pretty good check out. Oh.
Payson got a hand on it, but good job by Iona to maintain control.
I'll tell you, great look for Siena as well. Patience and post.
Miller 1-on-1 down low. Mesa laying off him. A triple team, back to Wilson. Young settles.
That's where they should go.
They foul Diary Wilson.
That's a sure call everything. He just looked away.
He's a 64% free throw shooter.
Osinski's third personal foul.
Put a little pressure on him. It turned out all right, maybe, huh?
Shooting 2 the rest of the way.
That's a little hello to somebody, I think. A little touch of the head.
Unfriendly rims here. That shot we saw from the other end was halfway down.
Frustrating.
Diary Wilson's primarily his points have come either in transition or him slicing to the basket. He develops this jump shot on a 15-footer. Dangerous play.
Sure, well, they backed off him, too.
6-point lead.
And stay at home at Knapp could open up the inside game.
Mason gets a pick.
Short.
Fires up a 3. Good rebound as he follows his own shot. Blocked twice, and they're going to get a foul.
Oh, very competitive. You can see the level now. The ticker, the response by Marcus. And it didn't turn out right the first time, but his pursuit got him back involved.
You look at three-point shooters on the Siena team. Faces a 42% three-point shooter. Mesa 45.
And you just see just a little stroke. He knew first that it was short, but the great effort getting after it. Initially, the kick back from him.
Faces 13-point again. You see James Clinton come in. He's a defensive replacement.
He's sort of the backstop there. Just don't let it get by you.
And their pressure clearly affected Iona in the last 2 inbounds. But we'll see if the free throw goes. If Jeff Ruler's club has a difficult time getting in again. Mason's second free throw goes.
We got a perfect trap there. Oh, we got. They want a timeout?
I think we were trying to get a substitution in, and they're not going to allow it.
Oh, I see. Okay. But now that really hurts Iona. Because that's the ball in. Now you got to face the pressure once more.
They won't allow the substitution in. Clinton will stay in, as will the rest of them. But Young was furious when he had the ball in his hands because they had a bit of a break going.
Let's see what they got here now. They're going to say it's got to be on a baseline and start over, I would think.
Run the baseline.
Yeah, that's what I meant. They got to go redo it.
Well, a furious comeback here by Siena makes it 78-74 with 50 seconds left to go in the game.
How about Paul Ewing gets the free timeout, too. He doesn't have any. Took advantage.
Clinton guarding the inbounds. They got the home run first, and he's open. And they'll foul him.
A little aggressive foul. Look at the officials gather to make sure. 80% free throw shooter. Nice little home run look. Takes a little courage to make the pass.
Wilson trying to calm his own teammate down. And young Sam don't worry about it. You see now Kirksey get involved in the discussion. Everybody just kind of calm down.
Look at this. Kirksey takes it out, but how about Young? And this takes a little courage to make this pass. Everybody set up defensively to face guard, and wisely not going to the rim, causing a turnover. And when you can make free throws and you're the point guard, and that helps everybody.
Fouls on Isaiah Stewart. He's out of the game. And Billy, you talked about the great coaching legends that have come before Jeff Ruland and Iona, Jimmy V. You mentioned Pat Kennedy, who was there in the 80s through 86. Timmy Welsh on the Big East. Jeff Ruland's had a 2-year run, unprecedented, 25-11, the best 2-year mark of any coach in Iona history. And those are some pretty big shoes to fall.
Some tough guys, huh? Jimmy V had the leisure suit on, and I mentioned Jimmy McDermott. They had Jimmy back for, I won't tell you the birthday, but it's up there. It was nice of the athletic department and the school to honor him as you check out the brackets.
Jason Young on the line, shooting 2.
These free throws good. Mentally tough.
Yeah, substitution number 24.
Get down to 46.5. You run out of options. You just have to foul somebody.
Yeah, you don't have many choices. He knows the quick hitters for Siena. They ran that double screen in the corner. It's got to be a drive or a quick dump down.
And second around and in.
They do a little speed defense versus Young savvy play at the other end.
Speed and hands when you bring Wofford in. They just tipped off. Southwest Missouri State and Creighton will get you to the Missouri Valley Championship in less than a minute. Cannon Mace's going to throw up a 3. Block stolen by Kirksey, and a huge defensive play. And Kirksey comes off the bench after that injury. They look for him for his offense, but here it's his defense. And right now it looks as if Iona is going to go in the NCAA tournament.
And Tariq did a great job on this play for Knapp. I mean, just so smart. He understands the game. They had made the same play earlier on the other side of the floor for Knapp's jump shot. Another free timeout for Paul Ewing. Everybody going to the different benches. This isn't a timeout. I don't know why the refs are letting them do it.
18 points for Cannon Mason, Billy. He goes to the bench. He's fouled out.
Oh, okay, so they get the 30. But right here, Tariq's man is right here. Now watch what he does. He's going to come and help and play Knapp. And it's just a wonderful read. See, there's Knapp's guy back there. And now he just messes up the play totally. And now the help, the pinch to assist. He ends up in the proper spot. Comes up with just a solid play.
Well, Siena began the season as the heavy favorite in the MAAC. Won the regular season title. Iona's the only team to beat him in conference in this building this year.
Oh, he's got a little dance routine.
That's what you have to do now that you're going to dance in the tournament. Get a little step going.
It's called the routine. This used to be a little side saddle. The two-step. The new Rochelle two-step.
And be sure they're happy what's going on in New Rochelle right now. 81-74, and Siena's going to start firing threes and fouling. 82-74.
And look at the defense stepping out to take away the threes. They just don't want to foul on it.
Great defense. They've had some extended great defense. Knapp for 3 with a man in the air.
And no timeouts on it, and they get the foul right away.
Wofford gets fouled. Macy will go to the line. He's 78% free throw shooter.
He's been down the road. He started the first 12 games of the year. He's experienced. And Jeff has groomed that backcourt nicely.
The Missouri Valley Championship game is coming up. You see the score on the Creighton and Southwest Missouri State just underway. It's next year on ESPN. As the 6th team is about to make its way into the field of 64.
If there's any hope for Paul as he looks on, it's these free throws.
His first out.
And Jeff just saying stay on the line, and you almost see reality setting in as the Siena guys show their despondency.
Second was good. Siena was in a position where all they could do is get into the tournament, and other than that, they haven't reached their expectations. They all know that. Archibald, they don't have time. They got to shoot it.
Just don't foul, you're saying, if you're Iona. And that should be it.
They get the foul short. Yep.
Well, the ecstasy on the one end. And conversely, you just feel the depth of depression for Siena.
Last time that Iona was in the NCAA championship, remember that Syracuse game? 61-60, they were up. Playing great defense. Todd Bergen drove, was blocked, but Marius Janulis drained a three, and Iona, Heartbreak City. Not tonight. Siena 9 of 31 from three-point land. That was one of the differences. But Jeff Bruin's club inspired when Kirksey goes out, carried off on a stretcher. Tyree Wilson steps up his game. Miller stepped up his game. And now they got the emotional and scoring leader back. And face on for three as time winds down. It drops, but it's too little, too late.
Just get it in. That's all they did. They call the foul, and they don't have to shoot it. That's the end of the game. Let's see.
7/10 left.
We'll shoot it. Oh, it's difficult. You forget all the good things you've done through the course of the year. Paul Ewing, you don't think of what a successful year, how hard guys have played. All you think about is you're not going to the NCAA. Class act and a class program. And this is the one that everybody lives for. The hugs, the cheers. Let's get us there. We get one. Oh, my goodness.
Iona has generally won with defense. Best in conference field goal percentage. They allow only 37% shooting tonight from Siena. And there's the trainer. He's going back.
You think he's a teenager when you start chatting with him.
Kirksey comes out, and again, left earlier on a stretcher. Second free throw, no good, and Iona is going to the NCAA tournament. An 84-80 victory for Jeff Bruin and his team. Only twice this year has Siena lost on the Pepsi Arena floor, and twice it's been to the Gales of Iona. Siena just never really got on track, you know?
On both ends of the floor. No rhythm.
No rhythm. For Bill Raftery, this is Carl Ravitch. Iona moves on. Who'll move on next? We do to Bob Carpenter and Larry Carpenter.
Okay.
Good job, Bill.